It's your girl Angie. Welcome back to Kiss My Cheeks TV. It is party time. It's time to get this fantasy team together. I still have question marks on my list, but I can't wait to hear what you all got to say. I have a surprise guest, and it's really not even really a guest. It's more like family. And I guess the surprise is that this person has agreed to review Big Brother with me for the whole season, not just tonight. So be prepared to have a good time. My little brother from another mother is back. Hey, Charles.
What's going on, Angie? What's going on in the chat? How's it going?
I was worried about you, Charles. I was like, he done went to sleep.
No, I was trying to get this. I ain't been on live in a while, so I was like, let me get this ring light out. Let me jump on and get ready to chat Big Brother.
Okay. Well, I'm ready. Charles already drafted his team. I have not drafted my team. So let's start it off with number one. If you have not DM'd me, saw the link on Twitter or any of that, the very first comment in this chat is the link to the fantasy team. All you have to do is click on it. It takes you directly to the league. You create your own fantasy name. Bam, you pick your 6 players. Bam, you're in. If you didn't go over the scoring system, we kind of went over that yesterday. You get points for the competition part of the game. You get points for
Showman.
your player is in the showman's, kissing, arguing, fussing, and fighting. You get points just for doing a confessional because it's a thing. How many confessionals did you get this week? So you have all different kinds of ways to win this fantasy league. So you have to really think about that when you pick your people. I believe you only have until the end of the day today to make swaps and changes because once the game starts, you can't change your people. You stuck with the 6 people that you have. So
I think when it comes to the draft, and I want everybody that's in this chat, Andrew, I don't know if you're here yet, Dan, what's going on? The people that we're used to seeing and talking to, please join the fantasy draft because it'll actually be fun for us to interact throughout the weeks, see our points. I think our draft teams will be different. I'm really excited about that part. What up?
I agree. Everybody who know me know I'm a sore loser. I want to win.
Zuda, everybody that I'm used to seeing, Glenda that's in the chat, everybody.
Yes.
So please, everybody, join the fantasy draft, linked below, and make sure there are a couple rules because I don't want nobody being sore losers, right? When you're picking your team, you have to have at least 2 women and 2 men on your team. You can't pick all 6 men, all 6 women. It won't allow you to do that. Now, before each week, you have to put in 4 players of any sex, any gender, into the game. And those are the only 4 people that week that are going to gain you points. So each week, y'all got to make sure y'all are taking y'all people in and out based on how they're going to do that week.
Right. If somebody get voted out, don't leave them on your starting lineup. Like if they get voted out, go ahead and move them to the bottom. But I didn't know. See, Charles just told me something because I didn't know it had to be 4 players, anybody. I thought each week it had to be 2 men and 2 women.
No, because I already set mine. I got 3 men and 1 woman for my week 1. So
that's about to change the draft over here. That's about to change the draft because I thought I had to draft at least half and half, like 3 men, 3 women. But okay, some of y'all ladies gonna have to sit down.
Because we know week one is about storyline. The people that get the most camera week 1 are going to be people with sob stories, relatives, tips.
Right. So even if you drafted your team, you have until tomorrow to the show start tomorrow to switch it around because I didn't even know that, but I haven't picked anybody. Some of these question marks about to get scratched off my list. Now, since this is the draft party, what we're going to do is we're going to talk about each person, decide if we think they're should be on our team. We don't want everybody to pick the same exact team. There's no fun in that. Everyone who played fantasy with me with the global challenge, you all know I'm an emotional picker. Sometimes I don't pick strategically. I pick who I like and who I don't like. But this is your opportunity to get your 2 cents out on who do you think your top 2 draft picks should be. I'm about to drop the link to the live. If you want to come on the live, all you have to do is click on that link. You don't have to be on camera. You can just talk only. And we could talk about your top 2 picks and try to persuade me who you think I should pick. Just have a good time talking about the fantasy of it all, why you think that person is a good pick for the fantasy league, all of that good stuff. Vontae, our group name, like our circle name is called the Good Kissers. That's our league within the league's name. But you have your own individual team name. Like my team name is Kiss My BB Cheeks. So, but as a whole, we're the Good Kissers. And you know, I'm such a sore loser. If a good kisser wins, I'll still be happy. But of course, I want to win. But I'll still be happy if somebody else in our circle wins.
Vontae, make sure you make your team because I want to see all y'all that's in the comments playing this year.
We had a good time, and we had a good time with the global one. Now let me figure out how I add the link. Okay, copy the link.
And y'all might convince me tonight to switch somebody out. So you never know. We got until tomorrow to change it up.
Paste. Okay, there's the link to the StreamYard. And if you need the link to the Fantasy League, scroll all the way up. It's the very first link in the chat will take you to the Fantasy League. Okay, Charles, how you want to do this? You want to go person by person, or should we just go to who on my list, my top person for my fantasy pick?
I think we should talk about highlighted key players because I think key players are divisive. You know what I mean? I think you're either big on Felicia or you're in on Felicia.
Let's start with Felicia.
Let's start with Felicia. Yeah. Let's start with Felicia then.
Do you want pictures or you want pictures or let's just talk?
We can show them for a couple seconds and then take it out.
So let me grab my pictures.
Because some players are really divisive. Certain players have the potential to give you great points. Mm-hmm. Felicia has great potential to give you
a lot of
confessional points from the first week. I feel like she has a deep backstory line, and they're going to give her the camera, put her on the camera.
Well, I feel differently. I feel like Felicia, as long as she doesn't quit, Felicia is the pawn of the season. And you all know every time you're a pawn, you get 5 points. So that's 5 points a week right there.
I think it's saying pawn too. If you just say pawn.
And I'm sure she's going to say it a lot because she's going to always be the pawn. So Felicia, also, you get points for making it to the jury, making it to the end. I feel like as long as she does not quit, she's number one to sit in the final 2 with somebody. Like, why would you ever waste your HOH to get rid of Felicia?
I agree with you. I think the biggest red flag with her, or I guess you could say yellow flag, is the potential for her to quit. She has a real big that's like negative 25 points, let's say. I don't remember. But you will lose. If she self-evicts, you're going to lose points.
She's not. I don't think Felicia has a chance in HELL because you got to wait 10 minutes before you can say curse words.
Felicia, monetization.
Right. Felicia doesn't have a chance to win this game, but she has the potential to
get points,
make it very far and get points. Let's weigh it here. Let's weigh it in the chat. Is it worth picking somebody to who you think will not win the game? Is it worth using up one of your 6 fantasy spots because you think she'll get you points. Like,
Yes. Come in the chat. Give us in the chat. Let her know. Are you up or down on Felicia? Bye, Felicia, or hi, Felicia?
yeah, it's she has a question mark on mine because I'm like, I feel like she can get points in this game. And I feel like if Felicia quits, she gonna quit week 2, week 3. She not gonna wait to like week 10 to give you the deuces. So if she quits, she gonna quit early, which would be a complete waste of a pick because you're not gonna have the opportunity to get all those points. But if she stays, I think she makes a lot of points.
I see Felicia having a lot of fans online. There are a lot of people that love Felicia so far, and she may get America's favorite player. Mm-mm. Is there points for that? Do we have points for America's favorite?
She's not getting America's favorite player. No.
You don't think so? Mm-mm. We might have the 3 Black women back to back because we had Tiffany.
It ain't gonna be her.
Taylor, Felicia.
No. Mm-mm. I don't think she's going to give the camera what is needed to be America's favorite player. We're not just going to give it to you when you're 65.
I feel like Felicia, you know them old. Is she Southern?
Kennesaw, Georgia.
Georgia. Yeah. Yes, those Southern Black women, they sweet on the outside. But somebody in this house pissed her off. You're going to have memes, GIFs, TikTok clips for the rest of the season. She has the potential to be on everybody's lips. So, I don't know. Are y'all picking Felicia for y'all drafts?
So far, it's a no. So far, the chat is on a no. I got in. I can start my mic or... Okay, Jamika is here. Let me go back and look. Did you say you had permission to talk, Jamika? Okay. Let's get Jamika up. I don't think that... Wait, your device isn't connected, so you're really not... I can't add you to the stream because I don't think you're connected to the Wi-Fi, so you might want to drop off, get on Wi-Fi, and come back on because it's saying you're not connected. Jamika.
And when people jump in, we're asking them who are their favorite picks or...
That's 2 picks.
Top two picks.
Okay. Zuda is here. Let's see who Zuda's top 2 picks are. Let me take Miss Felicia down.
Bye, Felicia.
Hey, Zuda, you on mute.
Hey.
Hey. So you said you just drafted your team.
Well, I didn't draft my team yet. I'm going to draft it during this as well.
Okay. Who's your top 2 players that you know for sure you're putting on your lineup?
Well, I'm definitely going to put Jag on my team. I'm pretty sure his name is, because I have a lot of potential for him. And I'm kind of 50-50 on Felicia because, as y'all was saying, I do feel like she can deliver as far as entertainment, but I don't feel like she'll deliver as far as like longevity. But yeah, we'll just have to see for that. I feel like she could possibly make something out of nothing, but let's just see where she goes. And I'm pretty open for everybody else on the cast.
But for sure you have Jag. Jag is your top.
Yes.
I agree. Jag is the one person I have written on my list that has no question mark. Now, you and Charles keep saying that Felicia is going to be entertaining. Exactly what do you think she's going to do to entertain us on the TV screen? Because I don't see it.
I don't know. It's just something about her gives me kind of like a little bit of Rennie, but also mixed with kind of like Davon and her own spin on like a personality type figure.
Because I agree. Exactly. I feel like she's putting on right now. I don't think Felicia's given us her genuine personality yet. I don't think we've seen Felicia yet.
We saw a piece of it when she said, I got 2 retirement checks. I feel like that's the real Felicia right there. She gonna be checking them. Look, I got 2 retirement checks. I don't need this check, baby. You know, that's the real Felicia. So I agree. I don't think we have her real personality in that preseason interview. I just don't know. She's nowhere near my list. She don't even have a question mark. So I'm...
Zuda, I do have a question. Aside from Felicia, you got Jag. give us one more person that you are without a doubt going to pick for your 6.
You still there, Zuda?
Hello? Hello?
Zuda. Yeah. Charles said give us one more top pick outside of Jag.
Okay. Just to split and be even, I'm probably gonna do Kirsten as well.
I think we're gonna hold off for the black girls. I really want to talk. I do want to talk about the black girls because I genuinely don't think you can take all the black girls on the team.
Mm-hmm.
I'm really up in the air about her or my other girl.
Her or Miko?
Miko, I'm not sure which one. I'm not sure.
I'm not really too strong on Miko, if I'm being honest.
It's some things I heard about Miko that X'd her off on my fantasy list. I'll just say that.
What you heard?
Well, let's just get into Miko next. Let me find her picture. It's nothing bad. I just feel like in the new age of Big Brother, you kind of have to be able to get in where you fit in. And sometimes you have to flirt or get into a little mini fake showmance or something to maneuver your way through the game. And Miko is married, newly married. So I feel like she has a hard line. Like when you're freshly married, it's a hard line. Like, no, not entertaining. I ain't about to bat my eyelashes. So I don't know how she can really pivot when she needs to pivot and use her feminine wiles to kind of get a man to do something. I feel like that's going to be hard for her being a newlywed.
I don't know.
And while we're talking about her, she's a political consultant, which is a great job. She sounds like a newscaster to me. In my last video, I stated, I hope she has that switch where like I talk like this at work, but I really talk like this amongst my friends. So I'm hoping she has that switch because that newscaster voice can sound condescending to some people, if that makes sense.
I agree.
Yeah.
But I think of all the Black people in the house, she has the best knowledge of the game.
I really want to like her because she reminds me a lot of other Black girls you'll meet in the academic setting at college and different stuff like that. She seems like she's down for the debate, down to talk you down. But in the Big Brother house, I don't know if that's really going to go over well.
I don't think it's going to go over well, especially not with all them white people. I'm just going to say it like that. Like, they don't to and sound like you're being condescending, like you're teaching them something. Like, she's going to need a switch and become, because she's 30. I mean, she could still party with the 25-year-olds, but she needs to be in the cool kids club to make it far in this game. And I don't know if her personality will allow her to be in the cool kids club, if that makes sense.
And she's itty bitty. She kind of you know who she reminds me of? Who? Jasmine from The Challenge.
Oh my God.
But that's a good thing. That means she's not a threat.
She's really small. She's itty bitty. I don't know, you guys.
Okay, we have Jamika. Welcome up, Jamika. You're on mute.
Hi.
Hey, what's your top 2 for sure in your lineup fantasy picks?
Okay, so I would say my top 2 are Matt and probably America.
Okay. Why America? Because I don't like her.
Well, I would say America because I think she's very easy to align with people. I think people would like her energy and stuff. So, and the competition wise, I could see her winning a lot of competitions.
I'm on the fence. I have a question mark on America. She's not even in my top 10, but she still has a question mark over her face. Because like you just said, I think she could have a lot of potential allies in the house. And we know when girls get in on the big alliance, the big six, that could take her far. So I agree with you that America has the potential more than what's her name? Nicole? Yeah, more than her to make it far in the game, to me.
I'm kind of the opposite, but I'm speaking from my 45-year-old brain and mindset. That hyper energy that America has would aggravate my soul. And I'll be like, girl, please go sit down somewhere and calm down. Calm down. So that's why she aggravates me. But I'm hoping that she's putting on for the pregame, because all of this pregame is production produced. Like they're making them be animated and things like that. So I'm hoping once she gets in the house and she simmers into her real personality, that she's not on 10 all the time. But I do think she has the potential to make it far. And I also think that since her name is America, Big Brother put her on the show for a reason. They ain't put her on the show for America to go home first. They want America's game, and your name is America, to last at least halfway through it.
I see where you're going with that.
For the same reason Stormy just said.
Do you guys think that Felicia will self-evict if the house gets too messy?
Oh no.
I think she's gonna have an explosion.
Right.
Self-eviction, maybe.
Felicia is gonna have an explosion.
I do. I think these young people will really irk her nerves. On top of the fact that I don't think we've seen the real Felicia yet, I think she's really going to shock us with some clips this summer. Well, fall.
We'll see. I don't think the messiness will get Felicia to leave. I think just Big Brother in general is going to work her nerve.
100 days of it all, yeah.
100 days. Right. Young people don't sleep in that house. They be up all night. I think they're going to be loud, and that's going to aggravate her. The mess is going to aggravate her. Then you have production on them speakers. Lord, don't let somebody get a punishment and they have to play drums throughout the middle of the night. That's going to aggravate her. Don't let her get a punishment. I think she might, you have to do stupid stuff like get up and act out a skit with somebody at 2, 3, 4, 5 o'clock in the morning. Like, I think when you 65 and you're not used to that, you be like, okay, you can have this game. I got 2 retirement checks at home. I really think she might say something like that. Right. And sharing a bathroom, having to take a shower in front of 15 other people. I don't think, let me just say, at 65, it wouldn't be me. I would have better stuff to do than play on Big Brother.
Now, your other top pick, you said, was it Matt?
Yes.
Matt.
Yes. See, let's talk about Matt. I have Matt amongst the top in my mind right now because I do see Matt as someone to get in with the boys. And I wonder, what do you guys see in Matt? Do y'all see Matt as someone that's going to get down with the get down, or what?
I could see him working with someone like Jared because they both are athletic. But I could see Jared accidentally spilling tea that he's not supposed to and ruining the alliance. Because, I could see him accidentally saying something about his mom, and then it ruins the alliance.
Let's talk about that since you brought it up. We all know Jared's mother is Cirie, Queen of Survivor, and the winner of Traitors. Do you think Jared this season is going to mess up and tell somebody who his mother is, or do you think he can hold it a secret for as long as he's in the house.
All that matters is I hope he's not like a Paulie who revealed his brother Cody on episode 1.
Yeah. I mean, I don't really see that for Jared. I feel like it's going to be one of those situations where it might leak because unlike Paulie, Sari is like at the top of the alumni. Like she knows the nooks and crannies of these games. Like she knows what's going to get you out. So obviously he's not just going to go and be like, oh, hey, my mom is Sari. Like he's not going to do that. But what might leak it to everybody is that Coy is also somebody's relative from Survivor. And he may know that that's Sari's son. So that's why I feel like he might not leak it, but Coy may.
Do you guys think that he looks like Sari at all? A little bit?
Identical to Sari. He looks just like Sari.
Now, see, that may be a problem because on Big Brother 18, Da'Vonne recognized Tiffany, Vanessa's sister, and Tiffany didn't say anything. So someone may recognize Jared by the looks.
But they would have to be a Survivor fan, and I don't get competition show super fans from this cast. Like you said, the only person who I think might pull it off is Corey. And if you don't have Sari at the front of your mind, you're not thinking, oh, he looks like Sari. So I don't think people are thinking about Sari going into this house. I don't think there's Survivor super fans going into this house. I think Jared maybe come week 10, gets bored, feel like he really trusts somebody, maybe gets in the showman's and wants to spill his heart to his new love that, you know, Sari is my mom. And then they be like, gotcha, you out.
I agree with that.
I don't really see it for him, but it could go either way. I just see it as like he would try and create that persona for himself and Big Brother. Like my mom is a legend in Survivor. I'm not gonna try and like mess it up by just going after like a showmance or just playing a messy game in Big Brother. I feel like he would want to try and take the money home.
I think he wants the money, yeah.
Yeah, to be honest, I think the fans are making a bigger mess of him being Sari's son than what's real. Him being related to Sari, it doesn't mean it's going to translate into this game at all.
Yeah.
And also, just because we know Sari, he might tell somebody in the house and they have no clue what the Survivor is,
right,
or what season she's on, or so it might not even make any type of difference.
Most of these people are younger. They might not have been watching Survivor in Sari's heyday. And again, like most people, you might say, oh, my mama named Sari. And they go, okay, hey, Sari. You know, they may even put two together. What's going on with my thing? Look at this. Look at this thing.
I have Jared, number 4 on my list. I think he's going to do pretty good. The reason I have him pretty high on my list is that because I think since his mom just came off The Traitors, which is a lying show in Survivor, that she gave him like advice on like how she won online and social and stuff like that. So I think it could help him like have advantage because he has someone who just won a show from lying and stuff.
But that's what I'm looking forward to as well for Jared, because it's like his mother and him are completely two different people, obviously. But like his mom goes about lying like the motherly role, like, oh, I'm so weak, you can all trust me, everybody flocks me, blah, blah.
Yeah.
But it's like people are going to see Jared as a threat because he's going to be physical. He's not his mother. He's the opposite.
On Survivor, I could see a little bit of Sari's, like, let me play weak strategy so they could get her far. Because when they were doing the water challenge with the balance beam, Sari couldn't even walk across the balance beam. She kept falling in each time.
Exactly.
Yeah, he's not going to be able to play the same game as his mother because his mother has that underdog story of, yeah, I couldn't walk on the balance beam, but I finally got it and everybody cheered for her. And she's a strategic mastermind because she wasn't the physical threat. He can't do that because looking at him, they're going to be like, threat.
Do you guys think he'll be good in like the physical Big Brother comps, like the hanging on the wall and the stuff?
Who knows? Big Brother competition
Right,
are a toss up.
Right, it's 50-50.
Yeah, I
But
agree. She can give him tips, but Cirie has never played Big Brother, so she can't really tell him how to play Big Brother because she never played. She can just give him tips and hope for the best.
Yeah. Cirie played a game that was 20-something days, and she had the storyline of being the couch potato that's now on TV, and they gave her that whole underdog storyline. He's not going to get the same luxury of that. He's going to be a target because he's a black man, and he's the only one in there.
The only one.
exactly.
So he's already got a target on his back coming into the house. Real quick, Dan, yes, I'm dedicating this week to Big Brother since this is the Big Brother premiere. Next week will be dedicated to the challenge, and we'll have the same kind of draft party for the challenge. Yes, I have the link, and yes, I will share it with everybody.
Did you guys see the have not room? The have not room is actually pretty funny. They have a big boot, and every time you want to leave the have not room, you got to spin the wheel, and whatever it's from 1 to 25, I think, and whatever number it lands on before you leave the room, you got to kick yourself in the butt that many times.
I don't have time for that. I bet you those people spin it one time, and after that wheel never gets used again.
Yeah, they'll probably will never go in the have not room again.
Right.
Well, unless they have to. I mean, unless they're have not.
Okay. Well, thank y'all for sharing y'all top 2 picks.
Yes, thank y'all.
You're welcome.
Let's get into. I'm gonna drop y'all down in case some more people want to come up, but you can still chat amongst in the chat.
Okay.
Charles, where do you want to go next?
I do quickly for you and I do want us to say if we're yay or nay on Jared. Before we move away from Jared, I do want to know if you are considering him for your fantasy or not.
Okay, let's get to Jared, and then we have Glenda in the background. We'll bring her up in 1 minute. So answer along in the chat. Is Jared on your fantasy team? Yes or no? Jared has a question mark. And now that you told me that it doesn't have to be even male and female, his question mark might be removed and I might put him on my team since I don't have to have 3 females. So
Jared's going to get a lot of camera time.
Yeah.
A lot of camera time. Even if he doesn't have the spunk or the spark that the world wants, they're going to give him camera time because they can use the Cirie storyline for him.
And they're going to milk that. They're going to milk that at least week 1.
Week 1.
Far he going to get. I don't know. Being the lone black man is hard. But they're definitely going to milk Cirie all of week 1.
Now, for me, Jared is Jared for me is he's up there because I see a lot of the camera time, the confessionals. I see that he may be someone that some of these girls are into. I could see Blue having a crush on him. If you check out her Instagram, she is very spicy. Mm-hmm. I also think that he might like Kirsten. That may be a thing. Or if he's into white girls, he may go for the blondie.
He has
Who knows?
He has a selection out there.
Yes, he has that potential for a showman.
It's kind of 50-50. I'm going to bring up Glenda real quick. It's kind of 50-50 because in the chat, some people are saying yes, some people are saying no. So it's kind of like
it is a toss-up.
It's a hit or miss draft spot. You could draft him and he can go home week 2.
Exactly. He could be Frenchie. He could win the first HOH and then go crazy and go home second week.
Don't do that, Charles. Don't. He better not be Frenchie. He's on my list, but do not put that Frenchie spirit on him. Like, we're not doing that. No. He's on my list though. Hey y'all. Hey.
Hello. Hey. Happy to see you.
Yes, it's good to see you guys.
So she's high. So she's high on him. I'm high on him too. So
I am, because you know production's gonna love him.
Mm-hmm. I'm thinking about points.
Are they gonna love him? Because if they loved him, they would have gave him at least one other black man to play with. At least one.
No, but I think he has some built-in allies.
Exactly.
I think automatically Jag is going to be his homeboy.
I
see Matt as his homeboy as well. I think at least one of the black girls are going to gravitate to him. And like I told you, Blue. I think Blue is really going to have eyes for him this season. And we'll see.
Yeah, I my only thing is, like they were talking about earlier, if Corey is going to notice him. But Corey's smart. If Corey notices him, he can use that to build an allyship. So
that's true too.
I hope so. I would hate for Corey to snitch. I would snitch.
That's what the bully on Twitter will come out like, tell your brother.
We're gonna eat you.
The one black man. What the?
We sure is. We're gonna eat you up. Now let me
ask him up. And his brother.
Since I have all melanated people on the board right now, as black people watching Big Brother, do you think, because Charles has this debate in his mind, you as a black woman, do you think Miko and Kirsten will get along? Like, do you think it's a built-in, that's my homegirl, that's my sis, Davon and Bailey type of vibe, or they just gonna rub each other the wrong way?
Here's the thing. I feel like even if they don't technically get along, they won't go against each other.
I hope so.
Like, I'm hoping that even if they're not like, oh, we're besties. First of all, they don't need to be besties. Unfortunately, even with this new era of the game, they still can't be besties. So they don't need to be besties. But even if they cannot stand each other, or they have this stupid pitter patter of whatever, people, she hating on me, whatever, they better still stick together. You better not say her name. And none of those, like, you better not. I'm sorry, I don't care. I'll be rooting for everybody black. And if I was in that house, I would never vote for a black person unless that black person is like a Monty. That's kind of different. But I refuse to vote for anybody black. Like, if I'm in that house, please. We barely just start getting people in there. No, I'm not voting for nobody black. Now, I'm not going to tell people like Davon did.
But why not just be besties? Because the optics, and I'm only speaking as a black woman or how I think non-black people think, I would think the optics would be, it's two black girls, they automatically going to be an alliance. Exactly. I'm thinking as other people. So why not just be besties? Like, why hide it?
No, absolutely not. If they are together in public, that was Davon and Bailey's biggest problem. They were seen together too much to where they became each other's untouchable.
But Charles, remember,
when you're the untouchable, you're seen as this duo. They need to get rid of one of y'all.
Wait a minute, though, Charles. Remember, they were staying away from each other. They automatically placed them as a duo. They were. In the beginning, they did not come around each other that much. And then once people started, it was like, well, screw it. We might as well hang together. Because in the beginning, they were trying to like, hey, girl, and then let's go over here. Let me go over here. And then people just start saying, yeah, I know that's your girl. It was real giving real like, hold up. I don't even be around her that much in the house. So that's when they started being like, okay, you know what? We're going to just hang together.
Right. They're going to think it anyway. So
exactly.
But everybody in the chat is saying they can't be besties. Like they
can't. They cannot be seen. And I think that's Davon's narrative. But I believe that those two beautiful black women, they were laying in the same bed all the time. Davon and Bailey were around each other a whole lot. So think that, oh, well, we have no choice. That's not true. This game ain't over. It's well, at the time it won't 750, but it's 750, baby. If I don't gotta talk to you in public, I'm not talking to you in public.
Charles, it's gonna be hard.
It's gonna be hard.
And it's also, you gotta find somebody who you relate to in that house. It's 100 days.
And Kirsten is a non-American. She's a non-American black woman. So I don't know how they are going to relate. There's a Caribbean woman, and then there's this black American woman, and then we have an elder black woman. The three of them, I don't know the dynamics.
So where is Kristen? Where is she? Like, I know Dominica, but where does she live or where's she from? Like,
she's from Dominica. I have a friend from Dominica.
Yeah, she's from Dominica, but I don't know where she lives in the States.
Oh.
But one thing I could tell you is Nicole, she lives in the DMV area. Actually, she lives in my mom's neighborhood. Oh, Houston. No. Pause. She's black. And Nicole is from the DMV area. DC is very black.
You saw how the two black women said that? Yeah. She's black. Forget where she was born.
Yeah.
Houston, which is the biggest black city right now in the United States.
Exactly. And then Nicole is from this area, DMV, which is the original chocolate city. We got black people, and we got black from the Caribbean, from Africa. Like, so she'll know how to have she'll have that connection automatically. Like, I think they're gonna be friends, Charles. I don't know.
I'm just gonna say this. A lot of people have moved in and out of Texas, whether it's Houston, Dallas, Austin. I don't think that's going to automatically give her a cookout card. For me, I would need to actually see her in the house and not see her up under Matt on week 1 and be like, oh, well, bump y'all. I'm hanging out with him. So
she better not.
I don't think she'll do that. I think she
gives me showmance. She gives me pretty girl showmance. I'm going to get with the big dogs. They're going to steamroll. I'm going to sit back and be cute, and I'll get to the jury.
I'm not against her having a showmance. Just don't go against your girl or your guy or Jared. Like, or Felicia. Look, don't go against nobody.
She can have a showmance with Jared.
Yeah. Come on, Charles.
She is not going to see Nicole as her girl. She is. I did not know that girl before I came in here. I don't know her.
We gonna see. I don't want to see the black girls beefing. I don't
either.
Because y'all act like Azza liked Tiffany. Azza didn't care for Tiffany. Azza didn't like Hannah. It don't.
Yeah, the cookout. We know the cookout didn't all like each other. We know.
Yeah, but I think. Why didn't Azza like Tiffany? I know. Why did she like the girls? I can't remember.
She didn't like Tiffany
she was friends with Big B, and Tiffany was against. Was it Brittany? Because Tiffany was like, come here, I want to talk to you or something. They didn't like Tiffany. I don't think they liked how, what's the word? Blunt, straight to the point Tiffany was. Big D didn't like Tiffany. This is in the game. They all like each other now. But I see it all the time. All black people don't get along. True.
Yeah. But
them two better get along. I don't want to see it.
I think the casting department.
Now look at Dan. Look at Dan.
Dan, you tried it. You tried it. Ew, that would be horrible. Let me take her off my list just in case.
She gives me. I could see her like an Ika. I could see her with one of the white guys. That's how.
I don't care if he's white. I just don't want you to go against the blacks.
Right. You can get with Dan. Matt. All you
Dan.
Sorry, Dan. You can get with Matt all you want to. Just don't cut Jared and Nicole to be with him.
And don't be saying no anti-black stuff. Like, don't do that. Don't. But I don't see her doing that, y'all. She's from Houston.
She's not from Houston. She lives in Houston. She's not from there. That's different.
She got to go back to Houston. You can't
exactly
black, and you got to go back to Houston. But another question that I pointed out in my other video, and I want to know if you all think the same. A lot of this cast is Gen Z, like 25 and younger. I feel like they're more accepting of other nationalities. They don't seem to be as racist as the Gen X's and stuff who've kind of been taught racism. So do you think we might not have a problematic season because we have so many younger people, or you think...
I do not believe anything you just said.
What? You don't think younger people are more accepting?
No.
Yeah, because the last few seasons been younger people.
Absolutely not.
I think we have a better chance because it's younger, but they're younger. Because we have more people in their 30s this season than we did in a lot of seasons, and we haven't had no one who is 60. Was she 63?
We haven't had anybody in the 60s in a long time.
So I feel like we might
Big Brother contestant
ever.
Because the one season 10 was his name Coach. Was he the oldest?
Yeah, I think he might be older than her.
Okay.
I think so.
I know she looked good. I hope she stays.
Evil Dick was old too.
How old was he?
He wasn't that old, wasn't he? He might have been in his 40s. He might have looked old.
I thought his daughter in her late 20s, 30s, and
Like, so he probably was in his 40s. He probably in his.
He probably had her early.
I don't know, y'all, but y'all thinking these two beautiful women gonna be besties, and I don't see it.
Charles, don't do that. Because I'm looking forward to the meeting. I'm looking for that, like, you know, when you walk in a room and it's like a mixed crowd, but you find that black girl and you look and you be like, okay, I see her, and you just lock eyes, and then you like, I'm gonna circle back around, but I ain't gonna make it. I'm looking forward to that moment.
Do you think Jared is going to try to fall on the sword for Felicia? I think Jared's story is about him and his mother, and maybe he sees something in Felicia and tries to protect her throughout the game, and he may get caught up with her somehow. Y'all see that happen at all?
With no strangers, not for $7.
I don't think he will.
$1,000 sword.
I think he will protect her as long as he can. So I don't know if y'all ever watched BB Can, but it was a season of BB Can, and one of the guys, Anthony, he was in this big bro alliance, and it was an older woman in there, and he did protect her as long as he could. He called her mom and everything, and he protected her as long as he could, but he had to let her go. So I think it'll probably be one of those situations where he protects as long as he could, but he'll let her go when he needs to let her go.
I see that. I do think casting on purpose make sure everyone is connected somehow. They know your sweet spot. They know his mother is his sweet spot. And they put a motherly black woman in the house to be his sweet spot. So
but how much protecting of Felicia does he have to do? We just said Felicia is the season prom.
She's not gonna be the first blue.
If I was in the house with Felicia, she would sit on the block, but she would never go home.
There's no point in sending her home because unless they change up the competition, she's never going to win a competition. She's not going to win a veto. So at this point, whenever you want to let her go, if it's a layup week, you just gotta let her go. Like, unfortunately. Ooh.
The only way she goes is if someone adopts the strategy of, I want Felicia to go so I can be the layup. That's the only. And I don't think these people have watched enough Big Brother to come up with that strategy.
Glenda, did you give us your top two? I think
I'm sorry.
On and we need to...
No, Jared is in my top two. So Jared is definitely in my top two. Like I'm just hoping we're not putting too much pressure on him as Cerie's son.
We are.
Everybody like, oh my God, and I'm with them. So I hope we're not putting too much pressure, but he is in my top. And the other person, you know who I'm looking forward to, that is untraditional. Of course, everybody black, but I'm looking forward to the deaf guy.
Man.
Mm-hmm. First I was like, oh my God, I'm so sick of the curly hair surfer white dude. Like, what is with this show? But then when I started seeing him talking, he's deaf and everything, I'm like, okay, I have a soft spot, and I hope that hurt.
You're the second person to say Matt.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing.
Matt was my number one pick, so that's another one. Let's talk about some people we haven't talked about that are question marks on my list that I kind of want to know what you all think. A question mark for me is Miss Riley.
Good. You go, Angie. Good pick. Good.
I want to pick her because I feel like blondes always do good in Big Brother. And I think as a bartender, she has the social skills to have a good social game and not just be dragged through because she's blonde and maybe in the showmance. I think Riley might really be an underdog and might play this game. But I have a question mark by her. But I think I might erase it. How y'all feeling about Riley?
I don't have any thoughts about her. I looked at her. Was she one of the super fans?
No, I wouldn't.
Okay, so she was. That's why I didn't put her on my list, because I did have a list. I don't know. She's gonna come in and try to use, I'm the pretty blonde girl, and try to use that bartender personality. And I feel like because we have so many super fans on this show, it's not gonna cut it this season. See, the other seasons you had all of those internet personalities, so they looking for the next pretty girl because they just trying to have her on Instagram. But this season with the real players that might be cutthroat, she's not gonna make it.
Hold up, Linda. You just said something I have to question.
Mm-hmm.
You said you saw a whole bunch of super fans, and I only counted 3. Who do you have listed as a super fan this season?
Hold up. So Cerie's son, he's a super fan. He said he's under super fan.
Mm-mm.
You don't think he is?
Mm-mm.
You think so? Do y'all think he got recruited? He didn't apply?
Word on the Twitter curb is that he wanted to play Survivor, and for whatever reason, he didn't make it on Survivor, so they threw him on Big Brother. That's word on the Twitter curb, so allegedly.
Yeah, so they do the same person that cast Big Brother casts Survivor.
Yeah.
So if your tape is not considered for that show, they'll also offer you something else like Big Brother or Amazing Race.
Mm-hmm.
So that could have happened, yes.
Oh, wow. Okay, so I had America as a super fan. Bowie, she's not a super fan of the US one, but wasn't she a big fan of the Australia one?
No.
She said that. I wrote that down.
It was in Australia. Australians pick. Bowie is
a different game. I think it's a different game, and I think when we're talking about Riley in particular, I think for me, she is right on the edge. I'm really between her and a couple other people. I might put her on my team last minute because she gives me Morgan from OTT. She gives me
I can see that
an adjustable white girl that she's going to let everybody else fight, and then she'll start winning comps later on. I could see her going far. I don't see her getting a lot of camera time. Absolutely not. But she would be like a safe jury pick to me.
I think she's definitely going to the jury. Riley's definitely getting in the showman. It might be fake, but she's gonna get in one.
But she doesn't have many choices. I'm not with the showman.
Matt or Luke?
Or Jared.
Or Jared. He might like
Jared from Connecticut.
No bunnies. Yeah.
I don't know. He might like a white girl.
You never know. Love who you want to love, but I don't.
Most of the white men are over 40.
Blue or Kirsten. But we've seen it before. Remember Ollie and April? We've seen the blonde with the black man before. So
yeah. I see, you know who I see her working with?
Who?
I see Riley working with America. I feel like those two girls may potentially work together in the Big Brother house this season because I don't see anybody else for America in particular. Like when I look at America, I'm like, who the hell would she really bond with? And it could just be her and Riley thugging it out together. I don't know.
See, this is why I don't like America, because when you said I see her working with America, my first thought went to America's player, not America the girl.
No, America Lopez.
Right, she need a big name. I'm over it.
Oh my God. I don't know. You're right, Charles. I don't see who America is going to get along with.
I think I'm going to scratch the question mark away from Riley. I think I'm going to pick Riley.
She going on your list, Angie?
My biggest question though is Riley is not a natural blonde. So is she going to be a brunette by the end of the season? By the end of the 100 days, is she going to be brown all the way down?
I was say they don't give them hair dye.
Give them hair dye.
Oh.
What's my question? If I do Big Brother, who gonna do my fill-ins?
Because I think they cast her. Did you know production? They dressed them for these photos, for the casting photos and all that. They dressed them for a.
They go through your luggage. They tell you what you gotta wear.
Oh, that's in the house. I'm talking about the casting photo. They give you clothes. They put you in suspenders. They put you in the rock and roll gear. They make you wear an outfit that fits a character type.
So that's why Bowie looks like that.
Yes.
Bowie looks like that. That's why Red look how he looked.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna tell y'all right now, CBS production, I really want to be on season 26, but y'all not gonna make me look a fool.
That's not their clothes.
No, I think they're gonna give you like the because what's her name? The black girls look good.
Yeah.
They're not gonna give you no hick looking outfit.
We already talked about her package. She's gonna be the beauty,
yeah,
40+ beauty.
Exactly. I don't think the black girls look good. I don't think they're gonna do that.
Don't do that, big brother. Okay, yeah, they did. Nicole looks good in her picture, and Riley looks good in her picture too.
Mm-hmm.
Now, somebody else I have a question mark by. And real quick, Jamika, I see you. I'm supposed to be scrolling in secret. Jamika, I see you trying to connect, but you're disconnected, so I can't add you back to the live. Okay, my second question mark is on America, because everyone is like, America's going to do this, America's going to do that, she's going to win the game, blah, blah, blah. And I don't want to make an emotional pick because she's on my nerve in the preseason. I don't want to make an emotional pick and not get the points. Points wise, how do you see it for America Lopez?
She's such a big fan. She might go and swing it. Now she might give us like a wild HOH week. I feel like she wants to do all the things she's been watching for years and years and years. I feel like she's gonna go and swing it. Like she might try to lay low, but when she get that power or anything, I think she's gonna give us a good week. I didn't put her on my draft list, but yeah, I feel like she's a huge fan. So I feel like she may give us something. She may get some points because she wants to really play this game.
Y'all saying she make it to the jury at the least. I don't know. I ain't ready to erase my question mark from America. I don't know, because now that you said that, Glenda, that's why I'm happy we having a draft party, because it's making me think of some things. She can get in there swinging, doing too much, get, that HOH big head, and then she can mess around and Frenchie herself and go home the next week.
That's why I didn't put her on my list. But wait, who do you have on your list is going no matter what?
I feel like I only have 2 people for sure on my list, and I just 3 because I just crossed out Riley's question mark. So I think we all have the same 2 people, which is Matt and Jag. Mm-hmm. And then now I have Riley. So I still have 3 open spots that I don't have questions about.
Okay, Matt is not a for sure for me. I can't speak for everybody. Matt is not a for sure for me. Matt is to me, Matt and Riley are juggling for a spot. I do think Matt has a great spot in the game with the potential allies, but Matt could completely go in the house and be the opposite of what we want. I think the fact that we know that he's deaf changed our opinion about him.
It did.
And I'm trying to think about him, whether he's deaf or not. So.
But Charles, you don't think that's going to work for an advantage kind of in the house? Because when he come in, they introduce themselves, he's going to mention he's deaf. And he's going to want people to have some sympathy on him for at least last as long as he can. You don't think that's going to work?
I think that may work for a week. I think that may keep him around if he's not HOH first week. But in the Big Brother house, all it takes is for you to say the wrong thing to one person. He could literally annoy Felicia or annoy another female in the house, and they will tell everybody else that he said something. That it's that quick that the house will just flip on you. So him being deaf is not going to keep him into the final 2. It's not.
And he could read lips, and when you think of people that are deaf, the first thing you think is, well, can they read lips? Especially since he's not really signing in any of these packages. So that's going to be a negative. They're going to be like, oh, he can read our lips and stuff like that. I think they might give him a sympathy card for 2 weeks. But after that, they're going to be like, he a comp beast. We got to go.
especially if he win competitions. Now, if he's Christian and killing the competitions,
he
he got
wants
to go home.
virtual HOH. He wants to go for that first HOH, which I think for Matt he should throw.
He better.
Yeah. So I think for me, I think Riley is a safer long-term pick than Matt. I do think Matt, however, has the potential to have more points than Riley, because I do think he will get more camera time potentially if Matt is in the big alliance, like the big six or whatever. I see that for him. I don't see that for Riley. So for me, it's really a toss-up.
I think for Matt, his disadvantage may be that in the competitions, if they have to listen to like music and then follow, like if Julie asks what music played first, A, B, or C or something, it may be hard for him because he's deaf, and it's going to kind of be hard for him to hear.
Yeah, not even music. It could just be rules on live television. It could be, them doing something where they have to match stuff, and he just didn't hear it the first time, clear.
Y'all don't think they're gonna put closed captioning when Julie's talking
for the live HOHs? I don't know. Yeah. Maybe.
Oh.
I think
because I want to know his state. I don't know how to say it. Like, it's very clear that he's hearing. So I don't know if he lost his hearing and he's deaf and he just knows how to read lips. I don't know if he was born deaf and has the cochlear implants and then learned how to talk and he can now hear. Because even though if you have the cochlear implants, they still say that you're deaf, but you can still hear. So I don't know how it is.
He also may like bring like hearing aids on the show, maybe to like help. But also, I'm thinking that when he goes into the diary room to like evict someone, there may be like an interpreter on stage standing right beside Julie, interpreting what she's saying so he can understand when to cast his vote.
I hope so, because I would like to see that.
Me too. I think that'll be cool. I mean, I think that's the diversity we're looking for. Like, put some disabled people on this show. Like, they deserve a chance too. So
I agree. Now, Glenda and Jay and Andrew, I hope y'all have gone and made y'all team, or at least started your team.
My team is made.
I made my team last night.
Okay, because I don't want us to go on and then y'all be in the comments with no team. I want y'all.
No. I made my team. I'm trying to decide by this conversation. Am I going to change anybody?
My team name is the Fantasy Angels.
Okay, I'm excited.
I have 3 picks on my team so far. I need to go ahead and hurry up and save it.
I might edit mine. I still might edit my team because we haven't even talked about the people over 40.
Or like people like Red, who's like, how's he gonna do?
Is it just me, or does Red give Frenchie vibes to you guys a little bit?
No, I'm on the opposite end. I think he's a Donnie. He's more of a Donnie than a Frenchie.
Yeah. No. But what I'm saying is like his like looks Donnie, but I feel like once he goes into the game, he's gonna try to play everything so hard at once. Too hard at once that it's going to cost him.
I don't know. Potentially, maybe.
He's a wild card. I didn't put him on my list because I don't know what he's gonna do.
I did like his answers though. He was the one house guest that said, I don't really know my strategy. It's gonna change when you see the people, you have to adjust to the group. That's the particular season. I liked when he said that because that's what I would say too. So
he has most common sense. He doesn't give me hillbilly vibes. Like, he might live in that environment, but I don't really think that's his. Like, this costume he has on, I don't think that's his true personality.
I don't. What is his? Because he's really popular on TikTok. I heard. What is his? But I heard his TikTok is about hillbilly stuff. I didn't go look at it though.
I ain't picking him for my team though.
Also, I figured out why. I have a prediction why I think Bowie, is that how I say her name, is dressed up like that. I looked her up online, and apparently she has some songs that she released. So that's why I think they made her look like a singer rock star, because she sang like some songs.
Yeah, I don't know. They need a new style.
I just don't like it.
A
She's
new
actually a pretty
stylist.
woman.
See, I do love her hair though.
No, I hate it. It looked like when I used to chop my Barbie's hair up.
The only thing I don't like is I like the pink, but I don't like how it's like the pink and then the black thing around her neck plus
And
all
the
necklace,
bracelets,
plus
and the chokers is
Yeah.
too much.
They dated her horribly. It looks bad. It looks like when I used to chop my Barbie's head up.
And does she have like dark eyeshadow on?
Yeah.
You could tell production did this to her. No one is walking around in 2023 looking like that. We haven't talked about this person. I call her the snitch of the season. What do y'all think about?
Yes,
Izzy?
yes. I think I saw her on Twitter video, and I could tell she's immediately lying when she said she's a big super fan. You literally started watching in January of this year. There ain't no way you've watched all the seasons at least twice.
Twice, right.
I looked at her, I was like, oh, she gonna be lying this whole season. It's gonna get on my nerves. Let me just skip past her. Cause you lying already. How you lying already?
She's not even the premiere hasn't even started and she's already lying.
Like that's crazy.
I don't see her winning this season.
No, I don't see her going far. Like I feel like somebody gonna catch her in one of these lies if they gonna put her off. Like she gonna tell one person something, somebody else, and it's gonna get back, and then they're gonna be like, "Girl, you gotta go."
How do you say his name? His Sam or something? HISAM. Hassan. I think he had really good response when they asked him, "What's your strategy going into the house?" I think his response was pretty good.
Is it just me, or does he look like he mixed with something? He looked like one of my cousins.
Yes. No. You know who he looks?
I think he's Middle Eastern, right?
No,
or he's something not white.
He was Egyptian.
You know who he kind of looks like in the face, in my opinion, a little bit. Brendan, Rachel Rowley's husband.
That's what I said. I said he looks like Brendan and Jeff mixed together.
Yeah, I knew he wasn't like just regular.
I think I'm looking at the hair texture.
Yeah, the hair is
especially around the beard.
Yeah, to me, if his hair was grown out, I think he would have a fro.
I agree.
Yeah. And thick hair here. He wouldn't look as ambiguous to me if he had longer, bigger hair.
I agree. The facial hair and the hair is pointing out Brendan to me looks.
Yeah, I knew he wasn't white. Like I just knew he wasn't white. I just didn't know what. Yeah.
But
is he on your list, Angie?
But he ain't on my team.
Hassan is on my list. I like Hassan. He's on my list.
He is not on my team.
He ain't on mine either, unfortunately.
No, he's not on mine either.
See, I got the one. I'm a win in.
No, because to me, who else is he going to relate to other than Izzy? To me, these two people you just shown, they may be buddy because of the LGBT relatability thing. But other than that, I don't see him kikiing with Jared and the black girls, and
so
he might get kiki with the black girls.
Here's
yeah.
Do you guys want me? Do you guys want me to tell you who I have on my team, or you guys want me to wait?
Well, we don't want you to give the whole team.
Okay, so my top two that I have on my team are Kirsten and Jared.
I have those two on my team too.
I think
I'm gonna switch. I think I'm gonna switch Jared out.
Yeah, I think like in the middle of the season, Kirsten and Jared may have like a hookup or something.
Could be.
Not Swaggy C and Bailey. Week 1.
We see how that worked out for them.
Do you guys also think that the older people, like the people in their 40s and up, will work together and try to target the younger people?
That would be good.
It would be good, but I feel like some of the older people will want to sit at the Cool Kids Alliance and want to play with them and not against them.
There's always one. There's always one that messes it up for the
And Izzy is the one. I'm telling y'all, Izzy gonna be in there snitching on people. I wouldn't tell her nothing.
You know, Izzy kind of reminds me of like Brittany from last season.
I can see that.
Like, because I could see her work, like Brittany worked with Kyle last season, and then Brittany would go running around the house telling everyone secrets and tea. I could see Izzy doing that, but I could also see Izzy starting drama on like the beginning week that it puts a huge target on her back.
I don't remember Brittany. The only Brittany I remember was
the one with Michael. The one that was with Michael, and they exposed the racist.
Oh yeah,
exposed the racist thing that's going on.
Oh,
yeah, snitching.
Yeah, I remember her now.
You know what did crack me up in the trailer though? The muffin that was on the kitchen counter underneath the glass from last season when Jasmine was running around the house asking who ate my muffin? Who ate my muffin?
Oh, I think I fast forward that episode. Right, the ankle.
And the thing that really bothers me the most is I was like, oh my god, I hope she's okay. After the show was over, in an interview, she admitted that she faked her injury throughout the season and used it to her advantage.
What advantage? She still went home.
She was trying to get people to do stuff for her to make them align with her, but it didn't work out.
Well, no, she tried.
It didn't.
She tried and it failed.
Yeah.
That with you, Stormy. Leave that last season other than Taylor out. I don't want to hear about
I agree.
Yeah, this is somebody we haven't discussed. I want to know what y'all think about him because he seems to be popular on the Twitter curve as far as super fans are concerned.
He's giving me Christian vibes with the curly hair.
I don't have an opinion about him because every time I look at him, it was this movie. I can't think of the name of the movie, but he reminds me of the man in the movie. The man who played on Hangover, but he was in another movie, and he reminds me of that man. Mm-hmm. And I cannot take him seriously every time I look at him. You know the actor I'm talking about with the.
I know what you're talking about. But for some reason, I keep thinking of Three's Company, and I know that's not it. But I think it's the shirt. Like he gives me an old school 70s vibe, and
but y'all have to remember, he's a dad, but he's only 34. 34 is not old, right?
No.
So don't think he gonna go in there and be Felicia. It's not gonna be the same. I do think he, for me, could potentially on a good day be like a Frank. And go in there and be winning comps and just winning comps and be like America loves Frank.
I also noticed that in the diary room session when they were talking their interviews that he could not sit up straight throughout the whole interview. His head was tilted to the side all the time.
Yes, the whole time.
Yeah, why was he doing that?
But I don't want to judge him just yet because I haven't heard about it yet. Like Ian from All Stars had autism, so he may have like something like that makes him do that. So I don't want to judge him before he goes in the house.
I could see Cameron, Corey, and Riley working together.
Mm-hmm.
I think that Cameron and I think his name is Corey, right?
Yeah.
Corey,
yeah.
I could actually see them two having things in common and bonding over things. I don't know how far they would go as a duo or whatever, but I think it could be something there.
Charles, is Cameron on your draft list?
He is nowhere near my. Cameron is nowhere in our multiverse. I'm sorry, he's not there. But it could really bite. It could bite me in the freaking ass if he comes out and he's like a Frank and he's somebody that wins the first HOH. It is all about that first HOH.
It is all about
that's the one.
If he wins that first HOH and he's the one that makes the big alliance, I'm screwed. My team, my people on my side are screwed.
Who's on your team, Angie? Who's on your team?
I'm thinking about switching my team out. I'm going to share my team because I did just get it done, but I'm having second thoughts. and I'm trying my best not to play emotionally.
Are you just trying to pick like all the good players? Because I heard that you're not a good loser.
I'm a sore loser. I'm gonna be very upset if I lose. I want to win.
Wait, is that who you have on your team?
This is my team. I have Hassam.
Okay,
Jared,
so we
Jared, Kristen, Matt, Riley.
so we do agree on Jared, Kirsten, and Jag.
No, we don't agree because Jared is the one I want to drop really bad.
Ain't nothing official yet until tomorrow.
Right. Jared is the one I'm looking to give the boot to. And I don't know if I should do it or not. Because Jared is an emotional pick.
Who you want to put in place of Jared, though? That's the question.
I'm thinking about putting America or Cameron, somebody who I feel like.
I thought you said you didn't like America, though.
I don't. That's why I'm trying not to play emotionally.
But do you have any black girls on your team? I didn't see no black girls.
Kirsten.
Oh,
Kirsten.
I have Kirsten and Nicole. Honestly, I'm just rooting for anyone.
Both, okay.
I picked them both too. I ain't gonna lie. I had to pick Nicole. She's from the area.
I have Kirsten, Nicole, and Felicia. I'm honestly just.
Whoa! You went all in.
I do too.
Here's the thing. I would be so mad if all the black people went home first, second, third, fourth. I want them to get far in the game.
I don't think they would do that. I don't think CBS wants another, camp comeback situation.
Yeah.
I think they would throw a twist out there if they saw it going.
I hope it's not like season 21 where David went home first and then Ovi and then Kemi. I don't want that.
This is who we didn't talk about. Thank you, Zuda. Thank you. This is who I might switch. Where's her picture? This is where I might switch Jared for Blue.
Yes. She's giving me, by the looks, Bella from season 21. But I hope her personality is nothing like her.
That's why I didn't pick her, because she gave you too
looking
much
at this picture. You got to look at her Instagram.
Did you go to her Instagram?
Bella.
Nah, I have her Instagram, but I haven't been on it recently.
Blue Kim on Instagram. She is spicy. When I say, that's why I said she is spicy.
Wasn't she the one who said she was gonna go in and cause chaos or something?
Was that her?
I don't know.
Also, I noticed two things. One thing, I think she's an alternate because in the thing she's not in the diary room, and in the second thing, when I was counting the beds or something, there's 16 house guests, 18 beds, or something. So I feel like there's 2 more gonna come in.
Well, let's just talk about it. Well, first, let's talk about Blue first. Do y'all think I should drop Jared and add Blue? Is that a good?
What Jared though?
No,
drop somebody else.
Can you drop Jag and can you drop Jag or something?
No, Jag is a good pick.
Jag will do better than Jared. Jared is my emotional pick because I love Suri, but I think after week 1, that Suri thing is gonna die down, and it's time to play the game. And I don't see it for Jared. I just don't.
I do like Blue now.
Strategically, is Blue a better strategic fantasy point pick over Jared past week 1?
No.
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
I have both of them in mind for my team. So I think you can have them both, but I don't think she has a better probability than him.
So someone I'm looking at Twitter said it would be so funny if Red, Blue, and America all were in an alliance together.
I'm already over it.
No, I'm not saying because of they're saying it would be funny because of the names Red, Blue, and America all in an alliance together.
They already irk my nerves if they do that.
Okay, so chat, are y'all
Zuda, yes, we want to keep the black people.
Are y'all yay or nay for blue?
They were also saying they were going to try to bring back like Battle of the Block, like the twist or something, where if you get nominated, you compete in Battle of the Block competition, something like that.
I did hear that it's going to be 3 people on the block, and it's going to be a battle, and one person gets to come off.
Now, I think Felicia will be good at like the true or false questions, the counting competitions, the memory competitions, stuff where she doesn't have to like hang on anything. But I think like if she's counting or true or false, I think she'll be good at those.
That's not necessarily true.
I will say, because the older you get, don't your memory get worse?
Right. My memory bad.
Listen. I don't know, but I mean, she may have been practicing for this though. Maybe doing some little phone games or something.
There are a lot of people saying that she's gonna probably go home early, but I don't really know because Jerry from season 10 was in his 70s and made it closer to the end.
I think Felicia will make it close to the end for the same reason Jerry did.
I think people are going to keep her because they're going to think, oh, we can beat her in competition. She's not strong. She's
not a threat.
She's not a threat. We can keep her until we need to get rid of her.
Is Blue the last one we need to talk about today for this one?
Yeah, she the last one I care to talk about. Let me go through the slide. We didn't talk about Corey, but we kind of did talk about Corey. We think he gonna snitch on Jared.
Well, Glenda and Jay, is it Micah?
Jamaica.
Yes.
Mika. I look forward to keeping up with these points week by week. And I'm excited. She got all 3 black women on her team. I'm ready to see how that goes.
Y'all better do it. Y'all know we gonna go. Y'all know how we do it every week when we have our fantasy check-in. We're gonna look at everybody's team, see who winning, see who losing. So we're gonna have a good time this season. Thank you, Jay and Glenda, for coming up.
Anytime. Thanks for having me.
I'm gonna ask Charles one more question, and then I think it's time to wrap it up because I'm hungry. I'm sorry.
We can chat about it, girl. Let's talk about it. So what haven't we talked about, Angie?
Let's talk about the elephant in the room, these 18 beds.
Okay, let's talk about it.
The rumor on the Twitter curve is that Danielle, Brittany, and Frankie are coming in the house because we saw these 18 beds plus the HOH. That would make 19. 16 plus 3 is 19. Number 1 to the fantasy league administration. If they do come in the house, will we be allowed to adjust our teams if we want to them? And then 2, if they're in the house, do you think they're worth a fantasy team switch up? And who?
Oh, absolutely. If those 3 people come into the house, everyone is screwed. Everyone is screwed. Not only because those ex-players, not sex beds, not only were they good players at the game, historically, statistically speaking, when veterans come in the game, they always last long. When veterans come back into the game, they always last longer because
at least 2 of them.
Newbies are scared. They're scared to attack the veteran. And if we're being honest here, love Danielle Reyes. She's a GOAT. She should have won her season, but we're not talking about that. I honestly don't see her winning like physical comps and doing all that stuff. So for her to stay, honestly, it would have to be people kissing her ass or being afraid to kick her out because she's not going to be a comp beast. She was not a comp beast when she was younger. So she's not going to be a comp beast now. Brittany, she's a diary room queen. She's like the white Davon.
The diary room points.
Yeah, she's there to talk to the camera. Frankie, he can win comps. So he's more of the threat.
He talks to the camera too.
Yes. So I think he's more of the threat than even the 2 women. But I think it would be great to see them back in the game for sure.
I would love to see them back in the game if they allow, and I feel like it's only fair for them to allow us to switch if they bring those into the game. Danielle and Brittany on my team, period. Because Danielle was the one, someone said it, she was the one in her interview who said, now that I don't have to do it for the money, I just want to go in there and cause all kind of chaos. So drama points on 10 for Danielle. Brittany, diary room points on 10. I might even pick up Frankie too, because he gonna win all the vetoes.
Oh, bless me. Yeah, to be honest, if the vets come in the house, all 3 vets need to be on the TLC because they're gonna go far.
They're gonna go far. Who would we drop for the vets? On my team, I'm dropping Jared immediately.
Jared, you in this Jared thing.
I'm dropping Jared immediately. Maybe Hassan. No, I'm keeping Hassan because Hassan gonna work. Question number 2. These young people, are they even gonna know who Danielle and Brittany are? They might know Frankie Grande, but are they even gonna know who Danielle and Brittany are?
I think so. I think them coming into the game changes the dynamic. Because Danielle and Brittany in particular are going to align with the older crowd, the 30+ crowd. They're going to align with them. So the people like the Hassan and the Felicia, the Izzy, the Red, they have their chances of winning goes up with older people coming into the house.
Well, and it'll be fair because it's not that many older people based on the cast right now. I'm here for them coming back into the house. I'm with you. I'm dropping 3 people and picking all the vets up for my fantasy team. But I think I'm dropping Jared, Kirsten, and Matt.
So Angie, let's go ahead and give our top 2 because we got like 3 minutes for we've been on here 90 minutes. So give me your top 2 people that no matter what, at the end of tomorrow, you're gonna still have them on your list, and I'll give mine as well.
No matter what, tomorrow, Jag and Riley are on my team.
Okay. Any particular reason for those 2 picks?
Jag is my favorite player right now because based on the pregame interviews, he was saying everything I want to hear. He sounds level-headed. He doesn't seem like it's a character he's putting on to the cameras. So I believe everything that Jared said in those pregame interviews. And Riley, I just feel like she's going to get a lot of points. I think it would be a waste to drop her. So no matter what, Jared and Riley are there.
We share one of them. My 2.
Not Jared, Jag.
Jag. So we share one. My 2, without a doubt, are Jag and Red.
You have Red?
Red is going to be the production's favorite confessional person on the whole. Red is going to be in the confession so much, baby. I'm going to be racking up them points because they love to play the country bumpkin person, especially if they're friendly and enjoyable. Red is going to narrate this entire season.
I don't know if he's going to narrate the entire season, but I think he's going to be the one who does the cue cards for the season. Like when they need somebody to do something crazy and say something crazy, that's going to be Red.
I don't know, girl. We're going to see.
I don't care. Let's name one person who might not be on your team tomorrow.
What you mean, Mike? Like fence or hell no? Are we doing hell no or maybe?
No, who's on your team right now, but
might not.
They might get dropped by the end of the night.
Oh, Matt. Matt is the person that I'm really on the fence with because these 3 people, Matt, Riley, and Blue are really fighting for that 6th and final spot on my team. Currently, I have 2 of them, but I don't know if I'm going to switcheroo it up. I don't know. Blue, Riley, and Matt are on the fence for me.
I feel like for my love for Sari, I'm gonna let Jared live. So if I let Jared live, Kirsten is on my drop list, and I don't know who I would pick up. Maybe Blue. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, you should. This is what I'm gonna say, Angie. You do have good intuition, because even when it came to Taylor, you picked her because of your heart, and she won. On the other hand, would have never chose Taylor for my team, and she won. So, go with your heart. And if it's somebody that you actually love in the game, you should pick them. And I wouldn't think too much about the points for, those 2 or 3 people you really, really, really love.
My heart pick goes to Jag. Taylor had my pick last season because of Detroit. And, half of my family lives in Detroit. So I was like, I got to get Detroit on my team. But I kind of feel like that way with Red because he's Tennessee. But I don't know if I love Tennessee that much for him to be on my team.
But it's 2 Tennessees, ain't it?
Who?
Ain't Riley from Tennessee?
No, she is from Nashville. I got Tennessee on my team. Red, you just stay seated, Red.
Yeah, I think they were cast because maybe that connection there that she would maybe work with him. I don't know. But yeah.
Okay, this was fun.
If you're watching this video and Big Brother episode 1 has not started, you still have time to create your team. Go ahead and join us. We're going to be doing this every week with our updates.
We haven't decided on the day, but we're going to pick one day a week where we come in and do like a recap of Big Brother for the week, update our fantasy teams,
projections. Yeah.
Everybody can see how we're doing. Y'all know how it was last season with the challenge. It'll be the same way. For people who want to know, I do have the challenge link. Next week, we'll do the same draft party for the challenge, and everyone can come up, talk about their challenge draft picks, all of that. So hit me up in the DMs, Twitter, Instagram, Kiss My Cheeks TV. If you want the challenge link, I will send you the challenge link. Just let me know. But that's it, Charles. Anything else you want to say? No. First, I want to thank Charles for doing this with me. I know how busy Charles is. Please go to charleswarrenpresents.com, or is it Charles?
Yep, that's right.
Okay, charleswarrenpresents.com. You know he has the best natural, organic products for healing,
muscle recovery, congestion. Mm-hmm.
He's been really busy with his business, a booming business. So that's why you haven't seen Charles online with me or even on his own channel. So him taking the time out of his busy schedule to be like, we doing Big Brother. I was like, yeah, you ain't even have to ask that.
No, that's right.
It's already going down. So thank you, Charles, for being here. I appreciate it. We're going to have a good time. Once we figure out the day of the week, we'll let y'all know. And
maybe next week we can go live from Atlanta. Maybe.
We definitely look.
We gotta maybe.
God, this ain't got nothing to do with Big Brother, but me and Charles are going to see Beyonce next week in the ATL. You know we going live. I'm already mad he got the t-shirt on. I'm hating. You know we going live. We're not going to be talking further, but we're going to be going live talking about who knows what, but having a good time in the ATL next week. So if you're looking for a Big Brother chat next weekend, it's not going to be one.
Angie don't want to. We'll talk to y'all. We'll see y'all
next
later.
Weekend is dedicated to the Queen Beyonce. That's it. But anyway, let's get off of here. We talk too much. I gotta go run and get something to eat. I appreciate y'all sticking around for 90 minutes. Y'all will catch me talking about something tomorrow night. Oh, tomorrow night is me and Ebby talking about Love and Marriage Detroit. We have a good time on that live. So until the next Big Brother chat, I'll see y'all later. And remember to hit me up in the DMs for the challenge link. Bye, y'all. Bye. Okay, let me turn it off.